Starsky and Hutch, 1975, cast then versus now, 1975 to 2025.
Oh, with two boss, you know who I...
Hazard style.
Number 1, David Soul. Step back into the gritty, groovy world of 1975, where David Soul became a household name as the cool, blonde, blue-eyed detective Ken Hutch Hutchinson in the iconic buddy cop series Starsky and Hutch. Born David Richard Solberg in Chicago on August 28, 1943, Soul wasn't just a crime fighter on screen. He was a pop icon off-screen too, topping charts worldwide with hits like Silver Lady and Don't Give Up on Us, Baby. Before cruising in the Gran Torino, the son of a minister who once advised the U.S. High Commission in Berlin, Soul's journey included a stint in a North Dakota musical review, acting studies, and early TV appearances in shows like I Dream of Jeannie, Flipper, and All in the Family. He even intrigued audiences as the masked singer, The Covered Man, on The Merv Griffin Show. A pivotal role as a corrupt motorcycle cop in Clint Eastwood's Magnum Force in 1973 paved the way for his breakthrough in Starsky and Hutch, which ran for 4 seasons. Beyond the badge, Soul took on diverse roles, from the meek writer in the chilling miniseries Salem's Lot in 1979, to Jake in the TV movie Homeward Bound in 2007-1980. He earned critical acclaim for his intense portrayal of cop killer Michael Lee Platt in the controversial 1988 TV movie In the Line of Duty, The FBI Murders. Continuing his artistic pursuits, Soul remained active in film and on stage, touring in productions like Blood Brothers and Death Trap. Fans rejoiced when he and Paul Michael Glaser made a cameo in the 2004 Starsky and Hutch movie. A passionate advocate for social causes, Soul championed issues ranging from the Vietnam War to animal welfare. He made the United Kingdom his home, becoming a citizen in 2004 and a keen supporter of Arsenal FC. David Soul, who was fluent in German and Spanish, believed a parent's role is to provide opportunity for their children, and that community spirit resides in places like the church, the local football team, the pub, and the theatre. He passed away in London on January 4, 2024, at the age of 80 due to chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, having stopped smoking 10 years prior and having had a lung removed due to cancer.
At one time, I was planning to go into professional baseball.
Jog any memories? Detectives Hutchinson and Starsky.
Number 2. Bernie Hamilton. From the mean streets of Bay City came Captain Harold Doby, the no-nonsense boss brought to life by the talented Bernie Hamilton in the iconic 1975 series Starsky and Hutch. Born Bernard Hamilton in Los Angeles on June 12, 1928, Hamilton carved a significant place in television history with his commanding presence and the perfect chemistry he brought to the show alongside Starsky and Hutch. Interestingly, a white actor was initially considered for the role, but Aaron Spelling and Leonard Goldberg remembered Hamilton from a previous collaboration, recognizing the unique balance he could bring to the dynamic. Before becoming the steadfast Captain Doby for 4 seasons, Hamilton had a diverse career, deliberately avoiding early typecasting. His debut was as a baseball player in the Jackie Robinson story in 1950, and he notably starred in the groundbreaking 1964 drama One Potato, Two Potato, as a black husband in an interracial marriage. In 1960, he appeared in The Young One as Trevor, and in 1975's Bucktown as Harley. That same busy year, 1975, also saw him in episodes of That's My Mama as Jake and the $6 Million Man as Lieutenant Dobbs. Earlier television credits include roles in the TV movie Stone in 1973 and episodes of Police Story, Sanford and Son, Escape, and Heck Ramsey, all in 1973, as Bo Tate, Officer Jones, Devlin, and Obie Watson respectively. He even appeared in All in the Family as Walter. Beyond acting, Hamilton was a music producer for 20 years, focusing on R&B and soul albums, and he even founded his own record label, Chocolate Snowman. Adding another layer to his portrayal of Captain Doby, he produced and sang on an album titled Captain. Doby sings the blues. Bernie Hamilton was married to Maxine King from 1950 to 1968 and had 2 children, Raoul and Candy Hamilton. His siblings included Chico and Don Hamilton. Bernie Hamilton, the man who embodied the gruff but ultimately supportive Captain Doby in Starsky and Hutch, passed away due to cardiac arrest on December 30th, 2008, in Los Angeles at the age of 80.
And wait for me inside. I'll be there in a moment.
All right.
Number 3. Darryl Zwirling character actor. Darryl Zwirling, born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, on September 9, 1928, brought his talents to various roles throughout his career, though the information provided does not explicitly confirm his appearance as Mr. Thistleman in Starsky and Hutch. Before fully immersing himself in acting, Zwirling had a career as an optometrist in Pittsburgh. This bespectacled American character actor, of Jewish, Austrian, and Romanian heritage, is perhaps best remembered for his significant role as the ill-fated Hollis Mullery in Roman Polanski's iconic 1974 film, Chinatown. He also appeared in the beloved musical Grease in 1978 and the courtroom drama And Justice for All in 1979. His television work included a guest role as a doctor in a 1991 episode of Murder, She Wrote. In 1990, he was seen in Wild at Heart as the singer's manager. He played a jury foreman in a 1987 episode of L.A. Law and portrayed Weatherman Dr. Farnsworth in a 1986 episode of Matlock. He also appeared in Hill Street Blues as Teasdale, and in 2 episodes of Simon and Simon in 1984 as Akins and H.M. Hadley. Additionally, he was part of an episode of Scarecrow and Mrs. King as Bruno Sarkeesian. Darryl Zwirling passed away on April 11, 2014 in Hollywood, California, at the age of 85. The specific cause of his death was not disclosed. Number 4. Chuck Hicks. Chuck Hicks, a towering figure at 6 feet 2 inches with a brawny build, was a familiar presence in Hollywood as an actor, stuntman, and stunt coordinator, starting his film career in 1952. Born on December 26, 1927, in Stockton, California, the information available does not explicitly state that he played a character named Marty in Starsky and Hutch. A natural athlete from his school days in Burbank, California, Hicks excelled in football and rugby, earning a scholarship to Loyola University, where he also became the heavyweight boxing champion. Following a stint in the Merchant Marine, he enlisted in the U.S. Navy and won another heavyweight boxing title in 1946. Briefly pursuing professional boxing under the name Chuck Daly, his fighting career ended due to a broken hand. In the 1963 film Steel, he portrayed a formidable mechanical boxer called Battling Maxo. After a tryout with the LA Rams football team in 1951, Hicks transitioned into the film industry, initially as a lifeguard and then as a movie extra. He frequently served as a stand-in for Clint Walker in the Western series Cheyenne. Over 6 decades, he worked as a stand-in or stunt double for actors like Aldo Ray, Brian Keith, Brian Dennehy, and Paul Sorvino. On screen, Hicks often found himself in tough roles, notably receiving beatings from Clint Eastwood in films such as Dirty Harry, The Enforcer, and Bronco Billy. He played the Brow, a minor villain in the movie Dick Tracy. His filmography includes numerous small roles as bar brawlers, henchmen, bodyguards, crooked cops, bouncers, prize fighters, and even zombies. He was also the stunt coordinator for the famous fight scene in Cool Hand Luke. Retiring in 2010, Hicks held the position of past president of the Stuntmen's Association of Motion Pictures, was inducted into the Stuntmen's Hall of Fame, and was a member of prestigious organizations like the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences. He had pro football tryouts for the Los Angeles Rams and Washington Redskins, and played college football at Loyola Marymount University, followed by semi-pro with the Eagle Rock Athletic Club. He was the heavyweight boxing champ of the Navy's 6th Fleet, and boxed professionally as Chuck Daly. A longtime stunt double for Brian Dennehy, Chuck Hicks passed away on May 4, 2021, in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the age of 93 due to complications from a stroke he had suffered in late 2020. He was married to Kay Wade until his death. Number 6. Lynn Marta. Lynn Marta, born Marin. Lynn Marta, on October 30th, 1945, in Somerville, New Jersey, graced both the big and small screens throughout her 30-year career. While she is recognized for roles in films like the iconic 1984 hit Footloose, where she played Lulu, the 1972 western Joe Kidd as Elmer, and 1990's Three Men and a little lady as the Morgan School teacher. She also made appearances in numerous television shows, including Starsky and Hutch, where she played the role of Helen Carnahan. Marta's television work spanned a variety of genres. She appeared in a 1970 episode of Then Came Bronson as Eve Bronson, had a role as an attendant in American Dreams, and played a midwife in a 2002 episode of ER. She also featured in Crossing Jordan as Celia Brackett, Law & Order as Deborah Hill, and in two 1990 episodes of Designing Women as an OB nurse. Additionally, she had a role in the series Our House as Mrs. Walsh. Notably, she guest-starred in a two-part episode of Charlie's Angels, and provided the singing voice for another actress in a different episode. Her versatility is further highlighted by guest appearances in both of the longest-running primetime dramas of their time, Gunsmoke in 1973 and Law & Order in 1993, exactly 20 years apart. Interestingly, Marta lived in the same apartment complex and on the same floor as actress Rebecca Schaeffer, and was the one who called the police upon hearing the fatal gunshots that tragically took Schaeffer's life. She also had a romantic connection with her Starsky and Hutch co-star, David Soul, during the show's run, though they parted ways shortly after it ended. In a poignant turn of events, Marta and Soul passed away only a week apart, in January 2024. Marta even showcased her musical talents on a 1978 episode of Starsky and Hutch titled Quadromania, where she sang a song she composed called Nobody Loves You Quite Like You Do. Lynn Marta, who was married to Brick Houston from 1968 to 1975, passed away on January 11, 2024, at the age of 78, in her Los Angeles home after battling cancer. Number 7. LaWanda Page. LaWanda Page, born Alberta Peel on October 19, 1920, in Cleveland, Ohio, was a comedic force best known to audiences as the unforgettable Aunt Esther Anderson on the classic sitcom Sanford and Son. However, her talents extended beyond that iconic role, encompassing a vibrant career in film and other television series, including an appearance in Starsky and Hutch as Mrs. Swader. Before becoming a household name, the Saint, Louis Reard Page, began her career as a dancer and chorus girl. Her comedic roots took hold as a stand-up comedian in black theaters and nightclubs, sharing the stage with legends like her childhood friend Red Fox and Richard Pryor. It was Red Fox who gave her a major break at the age of 53, insisting she play his fiery sister-in-law, Aunt Esther, on Sanford and Son, a role that became her trademark. She even reprised the character of Aunt Esther in 3 other series, Sanford Arms, Sanford, and an episode of Amazing Stories. Beyond her iconic television role, LaWanda Page had a diverse film career, appearing in comedies like Friday as the Old Lady, Don't Be a Menace to South Central, while drinking your juice, In the Hood, CB4, and The Meteor Man, as well as other films such as My Blue Heaven, Mausoleum, and Zapped. Her television credits also include appearances in The Parent Hood, Martin, Family Matters, Amen, 227, Different Strokes, The Love Boat, and BAD Cats. LaWanda Page, often called the Black Queen of Comedy for her sharp wit and insightful humor on African American culture and race relations, passed away on September 14, 2002, at the age of 81, due to complications from diabetes. Her impact on comedy and her memorable portrayal of Aunt Esther have solidified her legacy in entertainment. She is interred at Inglewood Park Cemetery in Inglewood, California. Number 8. Ken Kercheval. Ken Kercheval, born Kenneth Marine. Kercheval on July 15, 1935, in Wolcottville, Indiana, is best remembered for his enduring role as Cliff Barnes, the perpetual antagonist to J.R. Ewing in the long-running television phenomenon Dallas. While his legacy is firmly rooted in the oil fields of Texas, his appearance as Deputy D.A. Claiborne in Starsky and Hutch. Kercheval's journey to becoming a television icon wasn't without its challenges. He began drinking at a young age and struggled with alcoholism through his university years and early acting jobs. He sought help and checked into a detoxification clinic about a year before landing his career-defining role in Dallas. Interestingly, he was initially considered for the role of Ray Krebs before being cast as Cliff Barnes. He and Larry Hagman were the only 2 actors to remain with Dallas throughout its entire run, with Kercheval appearing in an impressive 327 episodes. Beyond Dallas, Kercheval had other notable roles, including Merrill Grant in the 1976 film Network, Archie Borman in 4 episodes of the TV series The Secret Storm in 1968, John Surratt in the 1977 movie The Lincoln Conspiracy, Charlie in the 2020 production Surviving in LA, and Dr. Christopher Webber in the 2017 film The Promise. He also appeared in 2 episodes of Crossing Jordan between 2002 and 2006 as Mr. Peyton and Claude Manning. Off-screen, Kercheval battled and overcame lung cancer in 1993, requiring a significant portion of his lung to be removed due to years of heavy smoking. He shared a complex yet ultimately supportive relationship with his Dallas co-star Larry Hagman, who also faced serious health challenges. Kercheval was a collector of early American glassware, regional art from the 1930s, and classic Packard automobiles. He attended Indiana University, majoring in music and drama, and the University of the Pacific, also studying acting at the prestigious Neighborhood Playhouse in New York. Ken Kercheval passed away on April 21, 2019, in Clinton, Indiana, at the age of 83 due to pneumonia. He had received a TV Land Pop Culture Award in 2006 for his iconic role in Dallas. Suzanne Summers. Suzanne Summers, born Suzanne Marie Mahoney on October 16, 1946, in San Bruno, California, was a multifaceted talent known for her acting, entrepreneurial ventures, and health advocacy. While she achieved iconic status as Chrissy Snow on the hit sitcom Three's Company, her playing a character named Jane Hutton in Starsky and Hutch. Summers' early life was marked by challenges, including dyslexia and a difficult relationship with her alcoholic father. Despite these hardships, she excelled in the arts and even won a music scholarship to college, though she left after becoming pregnant. Her first marriage was short-lived, and as a single mother, she turned to modeling to support her son, Bruce Summers. She later found love with Alan Hamel, whom she married in 1977. Her career took off with Three's Company, but her departure from the show after a salary dispute didn't halt her success. She became a prominent figure in Las Vegas, a best-selling author, with her autobiography Keeping Secrets, later a TV movie, and starred in the series Step by Step. She also co-hosted Candid Camera. Beyond acting, Summers was a successful businesswoman, particularly in the home shopping industry, for which she received awards. She was also recognized for her humanitarian work, receiving the Bob Hope Humanitarian Award for her USO tour performances. Other accolades include Television Academy Honors, College Television Awards, and a Hall of Fame recognition. Despite not having formal acting training, she won awards for her performance on Three's Company. Suzanne Summers passed away on October 15, 2023, in Palm Springs, California, at the age of 76 after a long battle with breast cancer that had metastasized to her brain. She had been living with cancer for 23 years. Her passing occurred just one day before her 77th birthday. She was married to Alan Hamel at the time of her death and was the mother of Bruce Summers and stepmother to Stephen and Leslie Hamel. She also had a grandchild, Camellia Summers. Known for her shapely legs and her candid approach to life and health, Suzanne Summers left a lasting impact on entertainment and beyond. Number 11. Charles Cyphers. Charles Cyphers, born on July 28, 1939, in Niagara Falls, New York, was a seasoned actor with a diverse career spanning film, television, and theater. He is widely recognized for his role as Sheriff Lee Brackett in the Halloween franchise, notably in the original 1978 classic, his appearance as Arthur Cole in Starsky and Hutch. Cyphers was a graduate of the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, and further honed his craft with drama classes at Los Angeles City College and a BA in Theater Arts from Cal State, LA. Beyond his on-screen work, he was deeply involved in the Los Angeles theater scene, proudly serving as a member of the Company of Angels for 25 years. His dedication to the stage was recognized with the Los Angeles Drama Critics Award for Best Performance by an Actor for his role in The Caretaker, and he also received a Dramalog Award for Best Performance by an Actor. His film credits include memorable roles such as Brackett in Halloween, Charlie Donovan in Major League, Starker in John Carpenter's Assault on Precinct 13, and Dan O'Bannon in The Fog, another collaboration with Carpenter. He also appeared in Halloween Kills in 2021, marking his first collaboration with John Carpenter in 4 decades. On television, Cyphers had guest roles in series like Buffy the Vampire Slayer as Coach Carl Marin, and recurring roles as Al Yarrica, Mr. Yarrica in Nick Freno, licensed teacher for 41 episodes, and as Patrick McQueen in 4 episodes of Murder One. He also appeared in Any Day Now and The George Wendt Show. Charles Cyphers passed away on August 4, 2024, in Tucson, Arizona, at the age of 85, following a brief illness. His contributions to both stage and screen have left a lasting mark, particularly his iconic portrayal of the steadfast Sheriff Brackett in the Halloween universe. His insights on set safety, as quoted regarding Sarah Michelle Gellar, reflect his experience and perspective within the industry. He is survived by his sibling, Patricia J. Cyphers. Number 12. Alex Rocco. Alex Rocco, born Alessandro Federico Petricone Jr., on February 29, 1936 in Cambridge, Massachusetts, was a character actor whose gruff demeanor and thick Boston accent often led to memorable portrayals of tough guys and villains. His early life had real-world grit. He was a member of Boston's Winter Hill Gang, nicknamed Bobo, and was even briefly detained in connection with a murder during the Boston Irish Gang War. Seeking a different path, Rocco relocated to Hollywood in 1962. Initially training with Leonard Nimoy and Jeff Corey to refine his accent, Rocco's acting career began to gain traction in 1965, capitalizing on his authentic, menacing presence. His debut was in Russ Meyer's Motor Psycho, followed by roles in the St. Valentine's Day Massacre and the Boston Strangler. He found consistent work on television, often playing unsavory characters in series like Run for Your Life, Batman, and Get Smart. A pivotal moment came with his brief but impactful role as Las Vegas syndicate boss Mo Green in Francis Ford Coppola's Oscar-winning masterpiece The Godfather. This led to a steady stream of supporting roles as various cronies, hoods, and cops in crime films such as The Outside Man, Slither, The Friends of Eddie Coyle, and Freebie and the Bean. His television work in the 1970s was extensive, with appearances in numerous popular cop shows, including The Rookies, Kojak, Cannon, Police Story, The Rockford Files, Beretta, and indeed Starsky and Hutch, where he played the role of Lieutenant. Fargo. He also featured in TV movies like A Question of Guilt and The Gangster Chronicles. In 1975, Rocco landed the lead role in his own series, Three for the Road, playing a widowed photographer traveling across America with his sons. Though well received, the show was short-lived. He returned to series television in the late 1980s and achieved greater success as a slick Hollywood agent in the famous Teddy Z, for which he won a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a comedy series in 1990. His later television work included Sibs, The George Carlin Show, The Division, and Magic City, along with recurring roles in The Simpsons and The Facts of Life. Memorable film roles also include The Stuntman, Lady in White, and Get Shorty. Twice married, his first wife, Sandra Garrett, passed away in 2002. He married actress Shannon Wilcox in 2005. Rocco also appeared in 2 films directed by his adopted son, Mark Rocco. Alex Rocco passed away from pancreatic cancer on July 18, 2015 at the age of 79, leaving behind a legacy of memorable character portrayals, including his role as the no-nonsense Lieutenant Fargo in the world of Starsky and Hutch. He had 3 children, Lucian, Jennifer, and Mark. Number 13. Fran Ryan. Fran Ryan, born on November 29, 1916 in Los Angeles, California, was a familiar and reliable character actress on stage, screen, and television for nearly 3 decades. Often noted for her resemblance to Marjorie Main, Ryan frequently portrayed tough, earthy, and gruff but lovable female characters. Ryan's early television success included playing Aggie Thompson, the housekeeper on The Doris Day Show. She became known for stepping in as a last-minute replacement on several series, taking over the role of Doris Ziffel on the final season of Green Acres after the passing of Barbara Pepper, and succeeding Amanda Blake as Miss Hannah on the final season of Gunsmoke. Her other notable TV credits include General Hospital and No Soap Radio. She also had supporting roles in several major motion pictures, such as Big Wednesday, The Long Riders, Stripes, Savannah Smiles, Private School, Eyes of Fire, and Pale Rider. Later in her career, she returned to animation to voice Hannah the Barbarian in the short-lived series Little Dracula. Tragically, Fran Ryan experienced significant personal loss early in her life. Her first husband, Walter Kenneth Wayne, whom she married in 1949, died in a plane crash in 1951 while she was pregnant with their son, Chris. In a bizarre and heartbreaking turn of events, her second husband, Howard Schaefer, whom she married in 1953, also perished in a plane crash just months later. The wreckage of his plane remained undiscovered for 15 years. Fran Ryan passed away at her home in Burbank, California, on January 15, 2000, at the age of 83, due to natural causes. Although her filmography was extensive and her presence on television memorable, her involvement in Starsky and Hutch as a landlady is not confirmed within this information. She was often compared to the gruff but lovable Marjorie Main, a testament to the kind of enduring characters she brought to life. Number 14. Nicholas Worth. Nicholas Worth, a large and imposing actor, born on September 4, 1937, in St. Louis, Missouri, frequently portrayed menacing and intimidating villains throughout his career. This beefy hulk of a man, often nicknamed Nicky, brought a formidable presence to both the big and small screens. His guest appearances on numerous television shows, including Starsky and Hutch from 1975, it does not specifically mention him playing characters named Al or Barnes in the series. Worth's path to acting began after earning a Bachelor of Fine Arts from the Carnegie Institute of Technology. He then served 3 years as an Army paratrooper before moving to Los Angeles in 1965, where he studied at the Pasadena Playhouse and performed in local theater productions. His film debut came in For Pete's Sake, followed by roles in movies like Scream, Blackula Scream, The Terminal Man, Coma, and a memorable, humorous turn in The Glove. He delivered a chilling and intense performance as a deranged photographer in the cult classic Don't Answer the Phone, and was equally unforgettable as a vicious criminal in the TV drama The Rape of Richard Beck. His filmography boasts a range of villainous and memorable characters, including a henchman in Swamp Thing, a flunky in Darkman, a chauffeur in Action Jackson, a bully Clint Eastwood's character confronts in Heartbreak Ridge, an enforcer in The Naked Gun, from the Files of Police Squad, a mutant in Hell Comes to Frogtown, and a sex offender in The Ladies' Club. Worth also appeared as a transvestite in Armed and Dangerous. Beyond film, Worth was a familiar face on television, guest starring in series across various genres, including Star Trek, Voyager, and Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, The X-Files, Night Court, Moonlighting, where he even sang and danced with Bruce Willis, Fame, MacGyver, The Greatest American Hero, Knight Rider, Hunter, Simon and Simon, Fantasy Island, Charlie's Angels, The Rockford Files, Quincy, M.E., Beretta, and Cannon. A versatile performer, Worth's stage work ranged from Shakespeare to musical comedies. In stark contrast to his on-screen personas, he was known in real life as a sweet and gentle man and a devout born-again Christian, as well as an avid powerlifter and bodybuilder. In his later years, Worth also lent his distinctive growly voice to several video games. Nicholas Worth passed away at the age of 69 on May 7, 2007, due to heart failure in Van Nuys, California. While his menacing presence often defined his roles, his talent and versatility made him a memorable character actor in a wide array of productions, including his guest appearance in Starsky and Hutch. He received a BA in Fine Arts from Carnegie Mellon University and studied acting at the Pasadena Playhouse. His parents owned a furniture store,